Welcome to MRW News Show. This is the news show we have every week on either Saturday or Sunday. Today we fall on a Sunday. And we're here and we're going to have some news stories for you. We've got some very interesting news stories for today. A big range of stories. And both of them start with the same word for some reason. I just need to give my mother another sheet and then we shall get started. Right, you can have that one. She was just saying about the fact she doesn't have a sheet and you can have that one. And possibly this one is like, oh, it's gone. Those are some bells outside, so to tell us what time it is. So we're going to be Christmassy. We've got this Christmassy, glittery top, which I quite like. We've got our snowman inside the background, which was very hard to blow up, And I've also got these trees as well, and there is a little ornament there, which I have made myself there. And I also have made this little donk myself, and some of you might already have my donk. I have made some donks for Christmas so people can get them for Christmas presents, because I always find it's really hard to find people for Christmas presents on time. For some reason you're quite easy this year.
Oh, right,
I know, it's strange. Tracy, your presents are sorted, so don't worry, love.
Tracy's on. Hello, Tracy.
Hello.
Your Christmas presents are sorted, love.
Love. Sorry, love. This is my little donk, which I made for myself. And this
Hi,
one.
Van Transit.
Hello,
Hi,
Van
Neville.
Transit. Hi, Neville.
He loves the new top.
Well, thank you.
She will. I'm sure she'll tell you about it.
Well, he's
Neville.
actually seen buying it because of Neville is a member, and I did a little video.
Oh, I've seen it,
Yeah, I did a little video. I bought it from a shop inside Morecambe. No, I didn't. I bought it from Lancaster. And we got quite a few things that day, didn't we? Because I went shopping.
Hi, Dave.
Oh, hello, Dave. And there is, this one has been, what do you call it? Varnished.
Varnish.
Yeah, varnished. And I'm been varnishing them, and it just makes them so shiny. It does take like 24 hours to dry. Or not, yeah, 24 hours to dry. And look how shiny she is. Look at her. Shiny, shiny, shiny.
Tracy says she needs to become a member. You do, Tracy.
You do need to become member because we got some very
No
exciting
females.
We don't.
Although
we
we have somebody's messaged me and they're planning to do it. She's a female, somebody else. So you'd be the first female, Tracy.
Yeah.
And hi, Adrian. Did you
Hello,
have a good
Adrian.
day today? It's been out gigging again, I think. Today.
Do a lot of that, and it's very good the practice that you do. So yes, hopefully you've had a good day doing that. And I've got this new. I just had this because I did like a bun, right, where I could tie it without a hair clip, and this is a new thing which I've just discovered. I haven't like looked at anything for it. I've discovered it myself. See if I can do it again. What if I can? No, I don't feel like I can actually. It was a one-time thing I just did before I just went live. So we've got some interesting stories. We've got one to do with the fact of something which has happened. I don't know how to explain that.
Adrian says he saw Macy and had a great gig.
Oh, good. I'm glad
Good.
you did. I am
Good,
very glad you. No, I can't do it the second time round. I really can't. But anyway, I discovered how to do a hair clip now. I need to have a hairband. So we've got some interesting stories. We've got one which I think is going to confuse people a bit because it confuses me. We're going to have one which is a serious thing, but also is a thing that we're doing to make awareness of it. We've got one which is also another serious thing, and it's just quite a shocking thing that's happened. And we found one that you found which is to do with health things. So I don't really give you much information there, do I? So why don't we start? I'm going to start. What one should we start off with? Okay. So we're gonna. So a man, right? He eats some mince pie every December. So wow, shocking. That a person eats a mince pie every December. I'm sure we all do that. But have you ever eaten one that's like about 22 years old mince pie?
This is Richard.
This is Richard.
There he is. Eating his 22-year-old mince pie.
And you might think, oh, it's just one 21-year-old pie. But it isn't. He has one every year, and every year he has one. He gets older and older and older because of his his mother. His mother sadly passed away in 2008, along with her his father, which passed away in between pretty much very close days of each other. And every December, he's eaten a mince pie for 2 decades now because of his mother was an avid baker, so she would do a lot of baking. And when it comes to Christmas, because sadly she did pass away near Christmas, hence the reason why she had the mince pies, every Christmas she will go around to her hairdressers, her butchers, her bakers, her candlestick makers, and she will go around and she will basically give a dozen mince pies to them to say thank you for the year. And he was clearing out their house, and he basically came across some mince pies inside the freezer, and he thought, well, I'll have one. So he did, and it dawned on him that he could do this every year. Because we every year have a mince pie, because it obviously brings back memories of his grandmother.
His mother, Marlene. That's Marlene.
Of his mother.
She was the baker.
She was the baker.
And candlestick maker.
Clearly a good baker as well. And after he dawned on him the fact that I could do this, every single day up to December, which, every single day, once a year, so it's 1 year, I just go on, put a mince pie every year. It dawned on him the fact that he's got 43 mince pies to eat. And he's got 19 left, and if he continues for 19 years, he'll have a mince pie every one from his grandmother, his mother, until he's 76.
Yeah.
But the question is like, it's a wonderful thing to do, isn't it? The fact of you can have that. It's your mother, they make them. You can think, she's made them all these years ago.
I can get them in the freezer.
But what I'm saying
is, bring it up on the news.
But it's a little idea. But the fact is, won't it be getting quite bad?
I don't think so. They're
They'll be
frozen, aren't they?
But things that we've frozen for a long time. Eventually,
they get frosted, but they'll still be edible. It wouldn't harm you, would it?
You
wouldn't like it, but he's obviously that.
21 years
He's got
old.
in the paper.
22-year-old,
hasn't he?
and he's planning on. Actually, 2002, he's planning until he's 76. 2002, and he had 43 mince pies and maths. That'd be 40. Would he last till 41, 2041?
How many mince pies has he got?
43.
Yeah, and it's 2002 when she died. Well, he must have missed a year, because she died, didn't she? And he found the mince pies afterwards, and he's got 43, so that'd be 2046, wouldn't it? He's got 43 mince pies. She died in 2002. I don't think the minute she died he's going to think, I'll start eating one of her mince pies.
Well, no, because he's cleaned out the house, didn't he?
Yeah, cleaned out the house. So he's missed that Christmas, hasn't he?
Well, it might have been a fast.
So it's either 2045 or 2046.
That's quite so far off then. But
your maths is crap, that's alright.
Yeah, isn't it? Better other things though. So.
Yeah, keep dancing, love.
So would you do that? Would you leave that? Would you? I don't know. Would you eat a 43-year-old mince pie?
No.
Would you not?
No.
Even if I left them or anything?
Well, you're not going to leave them for me, leaving them for you, won't it?
Oh no.
Probably wouldn't want mine. Mine would probably last.
But I could leave some lemon cake.
What?
Leave some lemon cake, but
I'd
it would
have
be a lot of freezer, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And what if he has a power cut?
That's my other point. What about if he has a storm? There's just a storm,
and
bin, isn't there? I don't remember what it's called.
He'd have to quickly get freezing them. There'd be less room in the freezer each year, isn't there?
Yeah. I bet it's why.
43 mince pies, unless you've got a big freezer, that's a fair. It's going to take up a lot of space.
Oh, yours are quite small, but then again, still, it's like a drawer full, isn't it? More.
Yeah, it's half a drawer full. So every time you think.
I bet his wife thinks. Yeah. What's wrong with you? I don't know if he has a wife in there, but
has he got a wife?
I don't know, but I'm presuming, but yeah.
You're just presuming that somebody has a wife.
Well, he might do, but
if he has got a wife, she'll probably want the freezer space. He might have a chest freezer.
Oh,
they're really big. You could
fit
somebody in there.
Freezer.
No, they don't.
I was thinking of putting someone in there.
Well, I could think of many people to put in there, but I'm not going to do it.
But you hear about all those people that new album.
I can think of one particular man, say man on the loosest sense of the term, that I could quite readily put in there, but I don't think I should do.
What number track is he about? Oh. Seriously, I don't know my track order.
He might crush the mince pies.
Would it fit in a freezer? Right. So that
right. So I'm trying to get here. Tracy thinks the top is very swifty.
Oh.
And Adrian loves it.
Thank you. Well, I think it's quite good because I wanted it for my Christmas dance, right? But it's festive, but you could wear it different times of the year.
Tracy says, what happened to your mince pies? They all got eaten, Tracy. They were really good.
Oh, and then she burnt a batch, didn't you? You burnt one.
Yeah. Yeah, get that in. Yeah. Kevin Wood says, hello everyone.
Hello.
Neville says they must have passed the smell test. Gary says good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, Tracy's had a power cut and a storm.
Oh, you have Mince pie smoke.
Tracy said, did you get a WhatsApp?
No.
And Adrian loved your shopping video. You've missed the shopping video, Tracy, because you're not a member.
Yeah, you need to, because I did. I'm sure something.
Big
You'd like
into
to
Woods
see on
Workshop says he won't give them to the birds.
No.
Alan says evening all.
Good evening.
Peter says, yesterday for me, Peter, happy birthday to you all on the 7th of the 12th. Happy birthday.
Is it his birthday?
I think, is it your birthday, Peter?
If it is your birthday, then happy birthday.
Rob says,
There's
hello
somebody
Matilda, and hello Mum, how are you both?
We're
We're
good,
fine,
thank
thank you. And we got your order today, so that'll be all sorted.
There's somebody's birthday on
And then everybody, I think,
Friday,
is
I
chatting to
believe,
each
I know
other.
as well. Yeah.
There's somebody's birthday today, wasn't there? I don't know, but
Oh,
there's
it's
somebody.
Peter's.
Yeah, Peter as well.
Yeah.
That's very good. So happy birthday, everybody that's got a birthday today.
Yeah, happy birthday. Whatever. You know Taylor Swift, right? I've
Oh,
told you.
God.
No,
But she's got a birthday
no, 'cause-
today, hasn't she?
13th. So no,
Do you know Taylor Swift's birthday?
13th December.
Oh, God.
Lucky number.
That's so sad. That's when you're doing your dance.
Mhm.
Mm.
I'm just gonna tell you this because it's interesting anyway. So her show ends tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Like this show the last 2 years
no.
ends tomorrow.
Oh, no.
And we can't. I can't watch it because of it. She's on stage about like 3 o'clock in the morning, which is a bit too early. So
Even she wouldn't even go for Taylor Swift at 3 o'clock in the morning.
if I was going to see her, fair enough. But like watching her live on the
No.
but no. Yeah, it's the last show, and so but she had a show yesterday. Will it be today or will it be her last show? Because it'll be in the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning. But she, her show was like at some point last night, and then the show last night before that, she wore the same. So she has about like quite a lot of outfits she has to wear. I think like 11
Sorry
or 12.
about anybody that's tuned in for the news.
But no, seriously. So she so say she did a show on Friday.
Mm.
She wore a set of outfits, as you do. Saturday,
Thankfully.
she wore the exact
No
same outfits.
way!
No, every single outfit was the exact same.
No way!
It was.
Do you think she didn't have enough money?
Well, the reason that they say is the fact of that she's got filmed both those nights because they have to put up, not only is it pretty obvious the fact she's getting filmed because of all the cameras, but they have to put up signs saying the thing's getting filmed, you know, because of that's what they do for reasons. So there's gonna be a documentary coming, isn't there?
Oh, I do hope so.
Because she did the same thing when she did when she got the Aries Tour movie out, which is basically like the film of the show.
Yeah, yeah.
She wore the same outfit 3 times in a row.
Oh, she's a tease, isn't she?
Well, I mean, I don't see why she couldn't just wear a different outfit. I mean, you know, the editing, surely she can just do one dance and it'll be fine. And they can just put another another outfit on the day after.
Yeah.
You know.
And now you found out you can actually see her for £16.
Oh, and this is the other thing now. I'm fuming about this, right? So
she's obviously not getting people to go see her.
No, I'm fuming about this because sometimes, you know, when things happen, you just wish you were ahead of it, like the country. You wish you were the prime
Anders
minister.
is on.
Oh, hello, Anders.
Anders.
You know, I wish you were the prime minister. Like, you think I could just get so many things sorted. Like, you're doing that so wrong. You know, like
There's been quite a few lately that have been doing quite a bit wrong.
Yeah, you just think I could do that so much better. But there's, you know, so it's same thing with that. I feel like I could have organised the show much more better because of this show. She's just in Vienna, I believe it is at the moment. Vienna. What she's done is, because of a stadium, obviously it's circle, because, you know, you're watching all people kick around the ball, so it's circle. So when she has a stage, it blocks off a bit of the stadium. So the stage is here, this bit doesn't have any seats on it. So what she did was, nobody went there. But what she's done now in Vienna, she puts two massive big screens up, and she charged £16 for tickets. £16, right? And you could be there. So you might think, well, you don't get to see Taylor Swift because she's behind there, which is, I mean...
Which when you're going to see Taylor Swift, even for £16,
No.
it's a lot of money.
No.
Well, it is. If you're not going to see it, you might as well sit out in my garden.
It's a fact of the stadium being
You
there,
can
the
see exactly
atmosphere,
what you're
and like
telling
you get to trade friendship bracelets, get to meet other Swifties.
Oh, well, I
the,
didn't realise you got to trade
you
friendship
don't realise
bracelets.
how important it is.
No, I didn't realise
And you have the
that.
like wristbands,
Sorry,
which are like
I retract my statement.
But what I would do, if I was Taylor Swift's manager, or just Taylor Swift really, because she can, you know, say whatever she wants and it'll get started, doesn't she?
I think Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift's
Yeah,
manager.
Taylor Swift's manager.
I think she'll be the boss of everything.
Yeah. So if I was Taylor Swift, right, what I would do is, I would have done that every show. I wouldn't have just done it in Vienna. Why she just suddenly popped up? We know screens have got to have been made, haven't they? And so some wagon drivers got to have carried them. 2 wagon or 3 wagon, 5 wagon drivers have got to move those screens. So where did these suddenly appear from? And second of all, why didn't she do that from the beginning? And third of all, she could just have a path that goes round the back of that thing, back of that stage, or she could have just gone whatever path there was, made a path which wouldn't have been that much extra, and she would have made the money back within one concert probably. She could have just walked past, done one, probably not one song, I don't know, one song maybe, but like the fact of coming across, she could have the walk over there 2 or 3 minutes, and it would have been happy, I would have been happy with that, you know, just that. She could have carried on singing, or she could have just come and said hello, and she would have got, not only, you know, it would have just been so much more better, and she could have charged them for like £30 each, you know, and it would have been fine. But why didn't she do that from the beginning?
I suppose people realise different things, don't they, as they grow?
Well, it takes 146 or whatever shows she's done. 160 something shows to work that out.
She's been busy doing that.
And she's just done it in the last 3 shows.
Well, we're thinking of, she is a money making machine, isn't she? Obviously.
Well,
so she's not thinking, she's just thinking, right, there's no money being made from that particular part of the
Well, it's took her a long time to work out, but she can't.
And so then she said, right, £16, I don't have to do any work because people are stupid enough to come and watch me for £16 when they don't even see me. That's amazing.
That go on.
That's stupid enough.
Well,
you can get somebody to come and watch somebody without even seeing it. So I went to Taylor Swift concert. Oh, what's she like? Oh, well, I didn't see her.
You saw her on the screen.
Yeah, well, I saw her. You could see her on the telly.
But in fact, the atmosphere inside the stadium.
You could go to the pub or something like that, couldn't you? But I just couldn't
that
see the
much
pub. I could
there.
see if you were in that area. I could see it then. But to travel, which they will do, you know, like 200 miles or whatever, or down country and parking and all that lot, to not, I think I'd be more frustrated. I think I'd be more wound up.
There's one girl that's been going to nearly every concert, a bit annoyed with her really. I mean, fair enough, it's up to her, she can do what she wants, but in fact I couldn't go and she's gone to nearly every single concert.
Well, there's got an amount of people that goes to her concerts, you've got a lot of people to be annoyed with.
Yeah, but I mean, in fact, she went to so many, and the thing is now she's bored of it, because when she goes, you know, she hasn't got the same excitement from the first time.
That's silly, isn't it?
Yeah. And every time she does it, viewing figures, you know, like, so I don't see it, I don't get it why, but so I don't understand why. I mean, if you're enjoying it, but she just doesn't seem to have the same enjoyment every time. And also the thing is, she got to meet Taylor Swift personally, because she got to see, because of when she released the film, she invited the Swifties, she like, you know, found them, and ones that have been like fanning on her, and she got them and they could meet her, and then they had different film cinema things, you know, inside of cinema you have different, you know, boxes where different screen rooming. Well, some of the Swifties actually ended up inside the same screen room as Taylor Swift, because she watched her own film.
So Peter says, thanks to both of you, and hello to everyone on the channel.
Hello.
Gary says, documentary, can't wait, give me that out of date mince pie too.
Can't wait for the documentary of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
This is 4 minutes of Taylor so far, and Matilda not taking one breath.
It's a very important situation.
Carl says, here is the Taylor Swift news. I know, Carl, you will perhaps get back to some news.
I will do, yes, but it's just
Warwick says, what happened to the car?
Okay.
Well, we usually sit in the car.
Well, it got cold. No, really. And just brought it out.
Rob says, I sent an order in but forgot to become a member. I'll sort it, Matilda. You must become a member.
We have exciting things.
The more members we can get, we can just do a members channel. You know, as in, it's so much easier.
Well, no, because we do a mix, you know, we obviously do a mix to it. The thing is, like, members sample, I'll tell them, like, news that I haven't told everybody else yet, or news working on, or also I'll do separate videos. And also, if I went to do something, you wanted something a bit more of that, you know, like, say, like, for example, I don't know, something like, we went to film a castle and you wanted a bit, and I don't know, something. Basically, you can do requests, basically. It's easier to say that.
Yeah, you just put stuff out.
Obviously, within reason.
It's like your shopping thing, you don't have to think, oh, well, there was a bit that was badly filmed because I wasn't there.
Well,
because I wasn't doing the filming. You can put that out to your members, but you can put that publicly.
Well, you see, yeah, it's a bit more relaxed,
so
you know.
If you got more members, you'd be able to see more.
Yeah, I'm planning on, like, it's a bit like a community in the fact, obviously this is a community, and, you know, I'm very proud of the fact that it is a community, but the fact of the members is a bit more relaxed community in the fact of, like, I like to think of it as a bit like a WhatsApp group, like the fact you can message between you and do whatever you want, love, and it's on a member, so you know only the members have seen it, like, sort of thing, you know it's a bit more, like, private, I suppose you could say, but, like, for example, I did a video, and I went around Marks and Spencer's, and somebody said about, diabetic thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So when I should have actually done that. Come to think of it.
You've just been shopping and not done it.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the
so
video.
If you remember, you can ask for things and she'll think about it.
Yeah, and then I did go to a chocolate shop and they had some sugar-free stuff, and I was going to
film that, but I didn't do that
I
either.
got distracted by the chocolate marshmallows.
Somebody asked for a video.
You will get it at some point. Sorry. Okay.
So that's what you get with membership. No videos whatsoever.
We thought about it. Well, I did, like, for example, I've done, because I've got my new album coming out, I did actually a live of me actually recording all the stuff inside the studio, so I did actually record inside the studio, and then I'm going to do 12 Days of Christmas, where I'm going to release a Christmas song every day of up till then, which I think starts on
Not
the
our own,
18th.
by the way.
Well, 2 of them can be our own.
Yeah, well, you said release a Christmas song.
No, but I'm going to I'll play on the piano, and it'll be like, it'll be a festivity. And for example, you get other things like, for example, when we met Quentin Wilson, we let members choose a question, and we've got
our gonks named after our members.
We got our gonks. We got gonks after our members. And the only thing is, we've only been doing this membership for
and we got them all done, and then Gary joined, so we've had to do it. We did a Gary donk.
We did
so
Gary
you
donk.
get a gonk.
If you join before Christmas, you'll get a donk.
Well, can they get one after?
Well, I suppose if you wanted to, yeah.
What's the point of Christmas? What's the?
Well, I'd just say festive, but if you want, sure, get a donk after Christmas, sure. I mean, I can just take the mistletoe off it. Like, for example, this is not necessarily festive because of it's got a crown on it, so this is not necessarily festive, is it? So I can just take the mistletoe off.
Yeah.
And then it's not festive, Yeah.
Oh,
unless you wanted mistletoe. I mean, I barely take down my Christmas decorations, really.
No.
At all. Right, so now there's been a fire in Kirby Lonsdale. And Kirby Lonsdale is near the M6. It's a nice town. It is on the more expensive side of things, but I like it. I don't go there that often, but it's nice. And there's been this fire inside a flat, and it's basically closed. It's basically like closed off for the whole street. And there's going to be a Christmas market. Is there going to be something else? There's going to be something else.
They've had to evacuate.
So they've had to evacuate. So it's
Fairly
been quite
major.
like, there's been a lot going on there. And obviously it's like a big time of year, isn't it? And
Yes.
I don't know whether anybody's actually been injured or not, but
Well,
it's...
I hope not.
No,
but it's,
obviously, but-
there's been a lot. Not that it matters about. It's better. It's more important that people are safe. But there's been a lot of disruption. It's
Yeah, like for
quite,
example, like, yeah.
quite a lot going on, and they had quite a big Christmas market organised,
Well,
and that didn't go ahead.
We were thinking of doing a Christmas market with our donks because I've not, obviously to bring them out, but also the fact that obviously markets mean cash, so mean the fact of not our cash, mean by the fact of supporting cash, because obviously you're spending cash. So I was going to do like a market thing, so then people can go get things in cash. So I think I might do that. But the only thing is, I can't find a Christmas market at the moment, and that there was one there, and obviously sadly that's happened. So because I would have done that Christmas market. But yeah, so it is obviously a tragic thing. Do you want to read what it actually says?
Yeah. That's good. Emergency services are currently at the scene of a fire in Kirby Lonsdale. At 5:45 a.m, Cumbria Police were contacted by Cumbria Fire and Rescue Service to alert them of a fire at apartments opposite the Red Dragon pub on Main Street. The area remains closed and is likely to for some time. Nearby properties were evacuated and the Christmas market has been cancelled. Well, it's been going on a while. Oh no, anyway, I've just got an update here, but my internet is absolutely rubbish.
Because the thing is about Kirby Lonsdale,
There's an update.
it's got like a straight road.
There's an update, which is quite sad, so shush. A man dies in Kirby Lonsdale fire.
Oh, did it? Oh, that's not good. It's not good
So
at all.
that's sad. So that's the update. I'll try and get it up without my internet is absolutely rubbish. A man in his 40s was recovered from a property on Main Street where the fire started on Sunday morning. Another man suffered minor injuries and was checked in hospital. The cause of the fire is unknown. They were still at the scene in Kirby Lonsdale, even though they were called out at 5:45. Residents from near homes were evacuated, and it's the apartments opposite the Red Dragon pub, and they're still there apparently in the emergency services. A number of people were affected, and there is one casualty, a man with presented at Lancaster Infirmary with minor injuries and to be checked for potential smoke inhalation. So they don't know why it started, but I'll just get you that picture there. It's quite a scene. It looks like they've got a telehandler, I think.
I suppose it could have started from anything, couldn't it? If it just got itself, power.
Yeah, and you don't know if he's passed. You don't know anything. He could have passed away and dropped something like a cigarette or something. You don't know anything yet, do you? Until they do no
But
point
the thing is about fire as well.
second guessing it.
It's hard to know because obviously everything burns up, doesn't it?
Yeah, But that's obviously an aerial shot of Kirby Lonsdale where it was. Oh well, that's very sad news, isn't it?
It did play sad, yes.
That he's died. So yeah.
Well, I hope things get better there.
Yeah.
You know.
So what's your next one?
I think I'll talk about this one. So this is, if you might know, I'm doing a homeless charity dance on Friday, and I did it last year, and it's to raise money for the homeless, and it's for Tactical Street Angels.
You can't say the first word. Tactical
Street Angels. And the reason why it keeps falling over is because this is just like a blanket. So if you think, why do you keep falling over? It can stand perfectly fine. It's just a blanket.
I don't think you're going to get a donk that keeps falling over.
No, it's a blanket. And else is very, very shaky table. Yes, that's why he's falling over. But yes, so I'm doing charity dance. I did it last year. How much money? We raised quite a lot last year, didn't we?
Well, I looked back, I couldn't remember, and it said on the video 225, I think. But I remember then some people donated, they transferred some money into my account after you'd finished. So I think we made about 252. So I put the Just Giving page at 250.
Yeah, so you can see it's on my community, or you could search up. Yeah, is there anything you could search up?
I just put it in the link.
Yeah, I'll put it inside the link. So
it's at the moment we've got a whacking £115,
which is absolutely superb.
Already.
I know, and they do so much work because of in Lancaster and Morecambe there is quite a big homeless problem, and basically they do such big support for it, don't they? Like giving them things like giving them accommodation for the night, and food and clothes, which is a very important thing that you need, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they they do loads for them. So.
And a very stable charity. They've been around for a long time, so
I don't know exactly, but I think I read about 20 years, 18 years, something like that. But they go out just about every night and give all sorts of different things, from little camping fires to sleeping bags to food.
Because they're doing the thing that really matters, aren't they? Like the things that really help.
Yeah, Neville says hand out warm clothing. Yeah, they do all sorts of different things. In fact, when we went to get some bags done, printed at the printers, he was coming there, and the printers had given them some warm clothes, hadn't they? And they were handing them out. And then what the main man does every single year on Christmas Eve, he camps out, and he actually pours water on himself. And then and it was freezing last year, and I don't know how old he is, but he's not like 20s. So he gets in the sleeping bag, and he's just had nothing on. Obviously shorts and that, but to show, not to go with all his clothes on and everything, to show how it actually is. And he does a fundraiser for that. But there's just loads, they just do loads for them. He seems to be out, from what I can see, just about every night. It seems to be his life, going out and helping. So it's obviously a fantastic charity. It's not charity, sorry, it's a non-profit organisation. It's a fantastic non-profit organisation to support. And people have lots of worries about, and they say, oh, well, I don't give to homeless because they might spend it on drugs and stuff like that.
But they're not giving them money, they're giving them
exactly.
Things that,
So that's what I mean. So if you have those concerns, I'm not saying anybody that's homeless, everybody that's homeless is on drugs, but if you do have those concerns, this way you know that your money's going to the right thing, because it can't be spent on drugs, because they buy the stuff and they put the stuff out there. So it's a great non-profit organisation to give to.
Yeah, and we're doing our dance. You can come and support the dance. You can give in like cash in person, and we'll be in St Market Square in Lancaster at 2 p.m. And we'll be doing the dance, or you can do the fundraiser online, which we're going to be getting up to £250, which obviously, I mean, about things that I'll able to get, which will be absolutely obviously great, because I have to get loads of things. So we'll be doing that, and we'll be doing live on it as well. So that will be there, so you have to see it on person.
And obviously you can super thanks on the live, anything like that. All the money will be going to the organisation. Yeah,
so you put super thanks, all it will do is you'll see it just going to the fundraiser. So yeah. But my point is about that story is a man sleeping rough inside a seaside resort. So this is not Morecambe, but it's about the fact of it. Says that there was nowhere for him to go because everywhere is full. So what he's doing is this is Stephen. He's moved to Blackpool from Stoke-on-Trent 20 years ago after splitting up with his wife. And he went to Blackpool because he remembers happy memories from his childhood there. Because obviously it's a resort, so people go there. And the 55-year-old said he had been sleeping on the promenade for about a year now, but was desperately trying to go find somewhere to go. So he'll go to the housing So he'll go to the housing agencies every single day to find accommodation, but there's nothing available for him. And he says that it is very cold, especially at this time of year, and that it was a bad, even though it's a bad situation, he's determined to basically fight through it. And this comes after the MP for Blackpool South, Chris Webb, calls inside the government. So when they do the,
When I went to the Commons,
yeah.
it spoke in the Commons.
And saying about the fact of how bad this homeless situation is, and even like the council and other organisations that they're already, working at full capacity. As a Labour MP says.
So it's a 50% increase in Blackpool. I know ours is Morecambe and Lancaster, but it just proves how bad it is.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing the fundraiser.
Well, when we went to Blackpool, I don't know when we went. Did we go last year? Or was it last year? I think it was last year. We went to Blackpool and we went to I had a show and I also did some Christmas shopping. And again, they did have the same situation. There was homeless, and the same in Morecambe and Lancaster. There is homeless. I think when we went to Morecambe on Friday, I think there was one outside Costa, wasn't there? We were just driving past and you could see we were like sleeping there, and it's just that how it is the situation. But I know that people that are Morecambe, they'll just go out and give them stuff, won't they? Or give them a night, which is exactly what they do. So
well, this is the other thing that money could go through, is to get some accommodation for some of them over Christmas. That's what I'd really want it to go to, because then they could have Christmas in somewhere warm.
Yeah, and have a proper Christmas, and also, it's like whatever night, whether it's one night, get yourself sorted, get yourself warm through, shower, proper night's sleep, because that's another thing as well. You must be struggling sleeping because of not only coldness, but you're always having to be aware of yourself, aren't you? So it'll get a proper night's sleep just one night, or however many nights, you can get yourself a lot back on your feet, isn't it?
So Adrian says, yes, become a member. Rob, it's easy and it takes a few seconds. Tracy says, can't I get a hard copy? I don't know what of. Anders says, where you learn Italian. Gary says, a video at Aquaria Xmas be cool like last year.
Oh, yeah.
Adrian says, watching your live when you were doing your handcrafted Matilda, very talented.
Thank you.
Cal says, sad news about the gentleman that's died in the fire. Abby's on.
Oh, hello Abby. Hello, welcome.
Adrian says, I used to do the food bank in Birmingham with my church. It's a cause close to my heart, and there's some very lovely people with some sad stories. And thank you for donating, Adrian, you're a star. Carl says, where did Matilda learn to dance? And Tracy says, nice, you're supporting the homeless. Adrian says, Macy does some fundraising for homeless as well this time of year. It's close to her heart, like yours, Matilda. Tracy says, I do here in Ireland. And he says, I'm going to near Blackpool next Sunday to a gig. And Satnav Dan says, see a fair few homeless in Southampton, very sad. Bob says, can you please send me info on how to become a member, as I don't understand all this, but I'll show a friend, she will do it for me. I'll try and get the link on here, and if Adrian can say, because you did it, Adrian, don't you just click on it? Because we don't see it the same as you see it. That's the problem.
I did go on my friend's phone because of, don't know why I did, but I did.
Sorry, let me and then I'm finished with the comments, because Tracy said a hard copy of the CD, and when it's a different one, Tracy, I'll message you afterwards. Abby says she's got to go. Nice to see you, Abby.
Nice to see
you. And the dancing one, Matilda learnt most of it off YouTube and herself, didn't you? Just doing it yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much myself. I don't really do too much YouTube, but I did a bit of tap on YouTube, but pretty much myself, really.
Yeah, so if Adrian, you can help with the member thing.
Well, what I saw, when I'm on my friend's phone, I think where it says subscribe, next to it, I think it says join. And if you click on join, you can see like stuff that goes on, but you can't click on any of it because obviously you have to become a member. And then it shows the options of it all, and that's all I can see. That's what I saw. So I think that's where it says join is where you can become a member. Or I think if you go onto the channel and it shows homepage, I think if you scroll down, I think it might be down there. But I think if you see the word join is where it says. On the page, it says join, yes. So Adrian has just put about that. Yes, it just say join. Weirdly enough, I went on my other friend's phone and it didn't show it to hers, but...
I've got it here. Just hang on.
The only reason I can think of is the fact that she's not signed up, so she's subscribed to me, so I don't know why I don't say that.
How to join. Right, I've put it on, Rob. It's a link now, so you just click on that link I've just put on.
But yes, you can remember it just, you know, there's so many other things there, and obviously it does support the channel, but you also get a lot more extra as well.
Oh, Tracy says she tried to teach. I remember that when you were trying to teach her when she was younger, doing your dancing. Do you remember that? I remember.
So I remember saying that. Oh, I remember you talking about the fact you were a dancer, and about it.
Yeah, I remember you doing bits with her.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry I got taught by Tracy.
Yeah, he was on Tracy.
Oh, Tracy. She has lessons in Ireland. And now this story is one I'm going to let my mother do because of it was a bit of an after story, and then there's another story I want to show which is quite an interesting one as well, which I don't actually have, but I'll show you a screenshot of it, and you read this and I'll get the story up.
Right. So does everybody want to live till 100 years old? Because this is what they are doing quite easily.
Interesting news stories. Interesting news stories. It's news. It's Sky News. I found it on, and I'm finding
in Okinawa's in Japan, which a high percentage of centenarians. Sky, S-K-Y. So they're living in Japan's 5 main islands are more than 3 times more likely to reach the age of 100 than someone in the USA. They even 40% more likely to reach that milestone than people living elsewhere in Japan. And this, I think, because they eat something that's really, really special, they say, but it's not. We've got it here, so you'll be all right.
But do they think it's just special for them?
They're living well into their 90s. They're less likely to develop age-related illnesses that plague us in the West. And the secret to Okinawa's amazingly high percentage of centenarians in one particular superfood with multiple health benefits. This is the whole story. They're still not telling you what it was. According to Asako, now I'm not swearing here, this is their actual name, Maya Shaita, a nutritionist and longevity expert. So this is the thing, seaweed. It's fundamental to the diet of one of the regions with the longest expectancy in the world. So regular consumption of seaweed appears to be associated with better gut health, effective weight control, and a lower incidence of chronic diseases. A study by researchers at University of South Carolina concluded that seaweed consumption might be one of the main reasons why Japanese women have relatively low rates of breast cancer. So we're off to Morecambe.
Seaweed. Well,
we're going to go get some seaweed.
Such an interesting news story. Yeah, and we're going to try some seaweed. Well, yeah, seaweed.
So there you go. If you want to live till 100, get yourself some seaweed eating. I got some, didn't I, from Morecambe. Do you remember?
No.
It was very slimy.
Sort of remember.
What are you doing now?
Getting a story up.
What story is it?
Story. I haven't read it. You read it though, but I'm going to show you the picture. So this happened, and it's quite shocking. Once it's loaded, I'm just waiting for it to load. Basically, a sinkhole.
Oh right, I've forgotten about this.
Opened up in South Wales, and it's quite deep, and it's somebody's driveway. So look at that, right? I mean, imagine that just you, because that's
It's shocking.
It is pretty shocking. You could have just
And
drove
luckily
over
it's
that.
not, I mean, it's near the house, but not under the foundation, so you could have just been embedded. It could have just all collapsed in.
Well, yeah, and also, I mean, that house is just going to lose so much money, and you know, you got, and the very thing when that happens, you're going to want to sell up,
Yeah.
and you're going to lose.
And you can't get away with it now, can you, with social media?
No, I mean, like, look at this. You're not going to buy a house there, no, are you? Like, look at it.
You're like, have you had any floods? No. Is the neighbourhood noisy? No.
Fires?
No. Oh, go with it. What about sinkhole?
No. Oh, one more question. Yes.
Yeah.
And you go, how was your sinkhole? You get a sinkhole. Yes.
Damn.
Yes, I mean, like, look at it. So, I mean, they weren't getting. I mean, lucky enough, they obviously must have been out, so they must have come back.
They're not
to
going to
it.
get in the driveway, are they?
No, but lucky enough, they had the car out, didn't they?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if I was near that house, I'd be, you know, house is
Perhaps it
floor.
might have been an electric car that caused it all the way.
And you can see the wires underneath the ground. It's quite deep as well. I mean, the thing is, where's the ground? Where's the ground
It's
underneath?
sunk.
Where to?
I don't know. When there was that sinkhole at Grange over
Yeah, but I think
Sands
that's
with the
because they
train,
made it like.
then somebody sent something in and it showed one years ago where it just swallowed the train. And that was not anywhere that was like wet or anything like that. Like with the one at Grange over Sands, it was going to the sea, wasn't it?
And also it was like, you know, made up, and it was in the field next door had a lot of flooding in it. So it had sort of a few reasons.
Yeah, that was elevated. It's a man-made thing. This was just on the ground, and it just went woof, and off the train went.
I wonder if that would happen if it was cobblestoned.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty some shocking thing. So because we were talking about the fact of the reason why I was at the printers the other day was because I have something very exciting, which a follower sent in for me, the design, and I absolutely love it. Like really, really do love it. So this is a bit more dirty because I went shopping yesterday. I don't think it is actually.
You can't keep anything clean.
No, I can't.
We said about doing the bags, and she said, "Oh, do some white ones." I said, "No, just don't. Don't get filthy."
So this is I really like. So this is the design, right? And I've shown the members already. And there is the tote bag, and I absolutely love it. And so I put a lot of thought into this because I really wanted a tote bag, and I think the design is so good, and the colours go well with it. Because obviously, like we said, we didn't want white because white does get dirty really easily. And I have a tote bag, and it's white. It's really, really thin material, and it just like falls apart. It's like, you know, so thin, as if I wanted to make sure this is strong. So as you can see, it holds itself. It holds it's not, you know, light. It holds itself. I mean, it's light in the fact you don't, you know, it's easy to carry, but it holds itself. It's not thin. It's not see-through. So I wanted to make sure it was strong, which these are. And this, if you see the picture, look at it, how good it is. So I've got me there, MRW on the back, and the train has got MRW on it as well, and it's got piano, and you can see it's filming it, which I just think is great, because we could be on a live stream there, and it's just absolutely stunning. I absolutely adore it. So these will be available. We have actually already packaged them up. We've got some tubes, because of the printer we were talking about. We were like, oh, how should we package these up? Because we're like, should we fold them?
Because you can't fold them without folding the thing.
I mean, you can fold them, but it's like we didn't. For somebody buying it, obviously, we want it to be pristine for you. So, I mean, once you get it, you know, it's yours.
You can do, fold it as much as you like. Then.
And it won't really affect it, but it's just like the fact of a journey. So, we have like these tubes. He gave us these tubes, so chop them in half, and you can roll it in. So then it's like, so you just roll it up, and it doesn't affect it then. But I mean, it is just so good picture. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. I imagine the fact we're at Lancaster Station there, because we're at a station where it's built up. And it is just so good, and the fact of the because of this isn't white, it's sort of got brown to it, and it's got a few like black dots inside of it, just like the way they've designed the tote bag, and then I think it matches the colours so well. So this will be available soon, and I'm so happy with it. I'm just over the moon with it. So I wanted to show you that.
Adrian, thank you so much.
Thank you, Adrian.
You're a superstar.
Adrian's giving me super thanks, which is very, very nice of him. He's absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much for supporting the channel.
Thank you.
You are
Thank
indeed.
you so much,
and
Adrian.
it supports things like getting these tote bags. Obviously, like, even though I haven't sold any, obviously we've paid for all these tote bags. So it just supports so many things with it. So thank you so much for doing it. Really much appreciated. Thank you. And I went shopping with this on Saturday, and it was great. It was a great day. And actually, I've done some videos inside the supermarket. I've got some coming. I've done some very funny videos. And because we, you know, as you do in the supermarket, we went shopping anyway. And we got loads of shopping. I put it all inside this tote bag, and I fit a lot in, didn't I?
Yeah.
I fitted a lot in.
She's done a short on it.
I've done a few shorts and some funny shorts as well, so I will get them out. So they will come out.
Tracy baths in seaweed.
Oh.
She says good for the land. Adrian hasn't got any seaweed around here. Gary says seaweed, yuck. Why couldn't it be something tasty? Yeah, you could say something like chocolate or something like that.
Chocolate's really healthy for you.
Sirloin steak in a nice sauce.
Well, apparently, if you have like a piece or two of dark chocolate a day, it's supposed to be healthy.
Dave says you wouldn't want seaweed from Blackpool, would you? I don't know. I don't know what the water quality is like there, but in Morecambe, they've improved it, and I think it made good. Whoever regulates it. So I don't think Morecambe's one of the worst ones. But
I don't think it'll be the best, but I don't think it'll be one of the worst ones. We did go past Blackpool actually, because of I went down a very wrong road.
And Neville says Matilda, a recipe for seaweed cake. Doesn't sound very nice, Neville.
And we did go past it. It didn't look very good, but I don't know if that was Blackpool. But oh no, it wasn't Blackpool. It was Liverpool. Never mind. Sorry, slacking off Blackpool.
Slacking off Blackpool.
No, it was Liverpool. Never mind. Liverpool's one as well. Not Blackpool.
Neville says 50 foot.
No.
Adrian says deep fried seaweed. I think that's what I'm going to do when I get with it. I'm going to fry it.
Do it with broccoli and peas.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going to do. Anders says seaweed doesn't sound like it tastes good. I think it's one of those tastes, Anders, you either love it or hate it. Because people do like it. I must admit I'm not keen. Cal says the sinkholes are frightening. Tracy says I love it deep fried, but better for you just in the oven to crisp.
Oh, yeah, actually, I was with Tracy and we tried these crisps. I don't know whether they'd be like. I don't think they're the same health benefits as going and get the seaweed yourself. But there was like I think we just bought them from Sainsbury's and they just had these like crisps, didn't they? And they were like seaweed and they were like pieces of seaweed. They were really, really, really boring. But you know, do you want to live to 100?
Sat down says, "Oh, the sinkhole, that's nasty. It's not good, is it? Especially if it's on your road or outside your house
or in your house."
Neville says very salty, Anders. I think he's on about the seaweed.
Yeah.
Adrian says could be a mine shaft. Tracy says, yeah, can be. We do need salt. Tracy loves the bag.
Oh, yes.
Anders loves the bag.
Well, I'm glad.
Adrian loves the bag. Tracy wants one sending with everything else. She's going to mail you.
Well, I was sort of...
Neville says superb design. It was sent in by somebody and I've showed them and they've not responded either on email. So
No,
I'm a bit worried
I am a bit worried
where they are.
Because they have been quite quiet, so I'm a bit worried about them.
So they weren't like a big regular, but they'd be in and out, dipping in and out of the videos. Then we didn't hear anything for a while, and then they've emailed them, and I haven't heard anything.
No,
so
sorry, I
hope they're all right.
Yeah. But and because if they're like, but yeah, so I mean, it is a wonderful design.
David's on.
Oh, hello, David.
Good evening, all. I was served seaweed for breakfast when on holiday in North Devon. It was called lava, I think. And did you enjoy it, David?
Yeah. Did you do you feel
Tracy
younger?
says, did you like it?
Do you feel like you can last to 100 after that?
Did you go leaping out of there, David, after your
Thinking I can last
breakfast?
100, or did you go leaping out of the light? That was disgusting. Not stopping there again.
And David, thank you.
Oh, thank you, David. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. What
It says hi, no
are.
centenarians. I can't say that word. I don't know if I'm saying it right. They are called blue zones. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, thank you
David,
very
you're
much.
a
Very
superstar.
much appreciated.
Tracy says it's like kale. I'm not convinced. I do like kale, but I do find seaweed really hard.
It's supposed to be salty, won't it? Because of, the sea part.
Yeah. Somebody's washed it in some salty water.
Yeah, right. Honestly, no, because it wouldn't grow in normal water, would it?
No.
I'm just saying.
I tried growing watercress and that hasn't been a great success.
I'm just saying you could just get the seaweed and then grow it and then it won't get salty, but then again, would it even have the same health benefits? It wouldn't, no.
I suppose you can. I suppose you can have seaweed, can't you? Because in like tropical tanks they'll put seaweed in.
Yeah,
but it'd be hard work. I mean, my dad, I remember he had a tropical fish tank and it was like a full-time job. He got it, something to do when he retired, and I think he worked harder on that one than when he was working. Whereas our fish, you can just leave them, can't you, as a cold water. They're very hardy, aren't they? But don't go in the dead. They're very greedy. God, they are greedy, aren't they?
Well,
They just never give in. They're so demanding. I've never known anything that control you
never
so
got,
much
like,
in
the
the
worries
water.
of the fact
They can't talk, they can't put their arms out, they can't move anywhere, yet they fully control your whole life in that little tank, don't they? So they look at you and they wiggle from side to side and feed them again. Oh, and you can't feed them too much because that obviously dirties the water, so it's a full-time job. You can't just leave, like the cat, you can leave it a bowl, can't you? And it goes backwards and forwards, but you can't do that. You can't put a bowl full in with a fish tank because it's going to obviously go off and rot.
Well, we went probably, I don't know, some holiday or something, probably, I don't know where we went. But
Tracy sound like we're on holiday all the time.
No, it wasn't holiday. Usually when we go out, we go for a job. So, like, for example, like when we're going to do antiques or whatever, we don't necessarily have the holiday, but we incorporate a holiday into it. So we did whatever we did. And I had 2 people look after my fish. And I don't know what happened, but the fish tank got extremely dirty. Oh, well, I'm not you for this story. Extremely dirty. I think what must have happened was the fact that a bit of ceiling dropped in, and you're probably thinking, how does a bit of ceiling drop in? And like the plaster, well, or the whatever you put on it, because of basically everything, doing the house up and stuff. And they happened to be inside a part where there was an old oven there, and the person who used to own the house was very badly designed the building, and basically they had like literally a place from here to over there which was just empty inside, but just like a wall, and it basically just had an oven inside of it. That was it. It was just like an oven like that height, and that was it. And basically we obviously knocked that down because it was like a waste of space, but that basically meant the fact that the roof was it was fine, but it just had a few little bits that we just hadn't cleaned up. And basically I think what must have happened, that dropped in there, and then basically made the tank dirty. And before I got back, they were going, well, the 2 people who looked after it were saying, well, the tank's really, really dirty, why have you left it so dirty? And I was like, well, I didn't. And then they were like, and then where was I getting to?
I don't know, because I was downstairs.
And now, whenever I say about looking after them, it says, well, your mother just feed the fish a lot. And I'm like, she doesn't that much. It's just the fact it was that one time they got dirty. She's not, you know, and she.
What, did the roof fall in?
Yeah, and they go, the fact is that I think because of she's a bit straightforward person, goes the fact is I think your mother feeds your fish too much.
Well, they're still alive.
Well, yeah.
They're about, I don't know how old they were when I got them. Billy got me them 3 years ago. Is it 3 years ago? Tracy will know.
Tracy will know.
I think it was 3 years ago when they got the fish, and they're as fat as anything. They're still alive.
And they're happily.
And they're beautiful fins, all flowing. So whatever I'm doing right.
I got them as something a few weeks
So is
ago.
somebody, whatever you do it wrong. Don't, it's like putting a YouTube video. It doesn't matter what you do, you've done it wrong. There'll be somebody that says you've done it wrong.
But they've never ever done anything themselves.
They will do.
They don't actually have any, you know, like if I said, you know, somebody does a dance and something and you have a professional like curriculum dancer there, fair enough, you comment on what I do. But if you haven't done it yourself, you know, you can comment on my dance. Yes, you're better than me. But if you're not better, if you haven't done something better than me, means I'm not saying that, you know, you have to, you know, what I'm saying is the fact you haven't done it yourself, then you shouldn't, you know, be so. And if you do, I mean, I am, you know.
I've set her off now.
This is weird. Right, okay. I'm not gonna.
No, you're just gonna say guess what's happening. No, just to
so
say,
I've got a video.
We're doing a video. And we've been working on it today, and we'll hopefully get it out tomorrow night. And we're just gonna giggle over. She's just gonna put something on for you to give you an idea. Just 1 minute.
Give you an idea.
The hair won't be there. It'll be much better put on than that.
So there's an idea of what's coming.
It's not much of an idea.
Not much of an idea. I feel like there'll be two things that will pop into people's head.
What?
Well, I can't say.
Oh yeah, because you're giving them the idea then.
Yeah, I think there'll be two. I think there'll be two things that will pop into yours head. So there's your idea. It'll look bad, but we're gonna get it filmed, and it'll be. You just look forward to a good laugh.
Yeah, it is gonna be funny.
For a good quality wig, really. I mean, apart from the colour.
So David says you could grow land cress. I'll have to try that. It's easy to grow. I'll try that, David. Cal says you don't look after the fish; it's the water you look after. Gary says, have you got names for the fish? Yes, Blackie and Goldie. Adrian says, just send you a DM you might like. What on, Adrian? And if it's for the news, I'll have a quick look if the internet's good enough. I might not be able to get on it, but have you sent it on Instagram? Tracy says, I remember getting you them fish. Oh, it's the 4th year. So whatever I'm doing right, because they're 4 years old now and they look beautiful. And they're big. They've grown a lot. Adrian says, sorry, can't make Friday at work. Hope you raise a lot of money. It's a long way for you to come, Adrian.
Yeah.
But thank you anyway for supporting it.
Yes.
Gary says, is it Donald Trump? No, there were Donald Trump wigs. It's not.
You don't want to tell them.
Oh, sorry.
Remember you.
I'm not good at this, Gary. I'm sorry. Well, I've said it now. No, it's not Donald Trump. Sorry.
You could have passed it.
Tracy says, what 2 ideas? Satnav dancer's hair today, gone tomorrow. Adrian says it's another tinsel moment. Van Transit says, is it a Donald Trump wig? I'm not allowed to say. And Tracy says, yeah, Donald. I'm not allowed to say, Tracy.
Anyway, I love.
Gary says, must be feeding the fish seaweed.
Like Donald Duck.
Right, I'm just going to. Adrian, did you send it on Instagram? Right, come on.
Oh.
You're doing a news show.
I thought I was waiting for you to do something.
No, oh yeah.
I was waiting for you.
Macy's got a gig at Kirkham, the Royal Hotel, 8 PM next Sunday.
Ooh.
So if anybody wants to go.
Yes, I'm not too sure. Kirkham
Isn't Kirkham near Blackpool?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Is it?
I don't know anywhere.
Adrian, where's Kirkham? I think it's near Blackpool. But yeah, she's a really good singer. We haven't seen her live, but Adrian goes to see her live. We've sent her some videos. So if you are interested, you can go onto Adrian's Facebook and Instagram and have a look. And if you're near Kirkham or you want to travel, 8 PM next Sunday. So there you go.
Yes. So I'm not too. I don't think there's anything else tonight. Is there? So the news, I'm not too sure what day it'll be on next week because I do have to do. I have things to do, but I'm not too sure exactly when. Am I going to a Christmas party next week?
Yep.
I am as well. Might not be on Sunday because I'll be partying. Might not be on Sunday. Probably on Saturday then.
And don't forget the GoFundMe page.
Yes, as well.
All proceeds to the homeless. and it's at 115 already.
I mean,
so
they do so much work.
Yeah.
For them, so.
Don't forget that if you click on it.
And
then think of any amount you want, because I think when you go on, because we don't see it the same, the first donation's quite high, like £10. So we haven't put that. Just ignore that. Even £1, anything you can manage will do.
And about my album is coming soon. It is coming soon. They should be getting it started tomorrow because they don't work weekends. So, but it should be getting started tomorrow. And they've had all the okays for it. So all the okays for the designs, and they're all off going. And it should be coming. Hopefully, it should be coming within this week. I mean, it depends how long they take to make a CD, but. It should be coming within this week, and as soon as it comes, you can go pre-order my album. And I'm so excited. My album's called Sympathizer. It's got 10 amazing tracks, and like seriously, these tracks took us all year to work on them. And when we go to recording studio, there's some tracks. One track has had saxophone on it. A drummer from Simply Red, Chris Joyce. And also, we had a lot of recordings. Probably about 4 or 5 recordings on this song. It took a lot of work. So
we were amazed when he said yes, because obviously Simply Red have sold over 50 million albums. The Brit Award winners. There've been other awards they were nominated for, and they're obviously a massive band. And we didn't think for 1 minute it'd play on one of our songs. And we were talking about this drumming level that was higher than what Matilda's at the moment, it would have been really difficult for her to do, and fill, whatever they call it. And he said, he just went up to the drum kit and we're like, oh, he's going to show her. He's going to show her how to do it. And he said, come on then, get the track played. And I said to Mark, is he playing on our track? And he says, well, looks like it.
I just get quiet.
I'm like, oh my God. So we have got, that's obviously the quality of the songs that somebody of that calibre has agreed to play. Just went and played on one of our songs.
Because it's like to Mark, because obviously you've got Mark, who's obviously a brilliant musician, and he knows elections and stuff, and you've got this other legend as well, and they're both like there, and they're both like arguing over what drum little sticker to put on. And I'm like, because he has like these squidgy ones, and he's saying we need lead ones, so I'm just like there watching them. But yeah, it was brilliant. And then we got other tracks as well. We've got another track with saxophone, and we've got one track with banjo on it as well. And also drumming. I've got lots of drumming on them, and they're just both loads of different tracks. And they're tracks for everybody. Like, really is. There's ones where they're deep tracks, there's ones where you're just easy listening, and there's ones where they have like a proper good story to them, and there's ones where you can make up the story yourself, and there's just ones about bin men, there's one about being 10, there's loads. So please do make sure you pre-order my CD so you can get it in time for Christmas, because of the last postage date is the 18th. So if you order it now, pre-order it, the second that I get it, I will send it off to you all, and you'll get a Christmas card with it, and I'll send it off to you so you can get it in time for Christmas. You can not only listen to a Christmas song, but you can give it to somebody as a present, and you can also enjoy it yourself.
Because we're going to have it all set out, all the envelopes written out and everything, so that when they come, they go straight in the post that morning, so it can be all set up. So you're only going to get it before Christmas. I mean, we can't guarantee even now, because we have not got that CD in our hand, and if there was any issues at the manufacturers. But if everything goes to plan, the only way you can get it before Christmas is pre-ordering it, because the minute we get it in hand, we'll have it all set out, and they'll be going in the post that day. And that could be the last post day before Christmas. So you must pre-order if you want to get it before Christmas.
And obviously I haven't seen them, but my design is the fact of it's very much like a package, like it's a journey. Just open it, you probably even get to listen to it. It's a journey. It's a journey.
It's the price. Some people might have noticed the price has gone up from $5.99 to $7.99. Well, obviously they would do anywhere with inflation and all things like that. But this is because it's a far better package. You're not just getting like the CD, which was just the front and the back with the songs on. This has got lots.
And this one does have a lot of extra track, and also it does also have this drumming from Simply Red, and also these tracks have a lot more. Sax and
sax
drumming.
Wasn't cheap. I mean, he was very reasonably priced, but we still had to get him on twice.
And the
sax,
sax,
still money.
The sax man, who I do know his name, but it's gone from my head this moment. He actually hurt his finger, so he had to go through pain for this album. He had to go through pain.
He played unbelievable, because I thought we're there, and Mark says, "Oh, he's hit his hand," and we're like going.
And it's a Christmas song, so I was thinking, hang on, I'm like,
what will it be like?
We want to get it out.
And Mark hadn't heard it until we heard it, because it got sent away to him.
Yeah, so he got it the same day as
So we got it. So he said, right, let's listen to it. So it was the first time we'd all listened to it. And Mark likened it to Dire Straits, didn't he?
Yeah, because there's a song from Dire Straits, which again we can't remember the name of it, but he likened it to that, being similar, and it is wonderful. And also you can actually listen to the
Latest
Christmas
trick.
song. You can actually listen. You can you can go on Bandcamp and you can download it as well if you want. But that's just a Christmas song, and then we've got our first track. It has a really good story to it, a very unique story that you have to live it to tell it, which we did. So and it's got great drums, and I mean, because we have got it on CD, because of sometimes at the recording studio he's just started, didn't do this on last album, but he can actually, if we recorded a song that day, he can put it on CD so we can listen to it. And he had this song, it's just got such a good beginning. I mean, the whole song's brilliant, obviously, but at the beginning, there has this like lovely to it.
With the bass, he does it with the bass, it's really
bass
clever.
noise, and then towards the end, right, so towards the end, he starts bringing in this different like electric guitar, and it really gets going, and it has like sometimes with a solo you put it inside the middle, or this is to the end, and then it keeps going to the end, and then it starts like, I go on the drums, so I'm playing the drums whole way through, and then I start doing you know, like that build up, and then I go like have a really long one, it's quite long, and then it goes and then he was on the guitar, and we're gonna leave it that, and I was like, can you just do a little bit of on the guitar? So he did do that, and it just sounds so good. I mean, you listen to it, every time you listen to it, you just go, that's a good song.
And the instrumental again has been likened by somebody else that's professional to Dire Straits. Because
we just compare things.
Well, Mark Knopfler is a superb guitarist and songwriter and song put together. He's just absolutely brilliant, and I love Dire Straits. But somebody else says, "Oh, so a lot of that would influence, I suppose, how I set my songs out." I don't think I'm going to set them out like that, but it's in your brain, isn't it? You set them out with the songs you like, so people will play to that, won't they? So we've had many people say liken them to Dire Straits, the guitar pieces, and
also the thing is, Mark Gray does it. He's called Mark, and then we have Mark Knopfler, so it doesn't make sense.
It makes easy.
It makes very
That's our
sense.
Mark Knopfler.
That's our Mark Knopfler. There is a Mark Knopfler.
We're quite happy with ours.
Yeah, in Carnforth there's Mark Knopfler.
Yeah, we've got
yeah, and then the second track, it's very likeable to people that sort of jealousy, and you know, people that, you know, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's very good. And the fact of that track, has piano and yeah, I mean, obviously it's a guitar, but does it have electric guitar in it?
Which track are we on?
You're gonna be me.
No,
but the thing is, it has drums. I did a good drum beat on it, actually. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. He has this really good thing. Every time it comes around to like sort of through the song, it has this wonderful build up, and it's so powerful. And it has this break, right, where it has 3 claps on it, and you might think it's just 3 claps, but it's so effective. So when you listen to it and you see it, and you clap along, and then it has a bit more music and there's another clap, but that's a good clap. And it's just like, and it has this build up where it goes da 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 da, and then goes into it. And every time, because of the first build up, I wanted to have it powerful, and I go to Mark, I go, turn it up a bit, and he'll go, no.
Yeah, they do. Can I have 4 claps?
Oh
no.
yeah, I've been fighting because of the 3 claps, right? And when we did it, I thought there needs to be a 4th, and I've been fighting with him to get this 4th, and he won't do it. And he probably is right, to be fair. And I think he might be. I think I've worked out, because of this track took us about 3 recordings to do, or 2.5. And every time I've gone, do you think there should be an extra clap there, then, Mark? And he'll go, no.
And then I wanted the claps. Another lot moving on further on along the song. So when I went into
so
the
not
studio,
a break, but he still has a clap.
Not 3, so not 1, 2, 3. She wanted 4. I wanted the 1, 2, 3 claps again, copying further on down the track. So I went into the studio and I said, "Can we copy those claps on the thing?" And he thought I was like, he said, "No, you're not allowed any more claps." And I said, "No, not 4 claps." Just moved on down the song. "Oh yes, you can do that."
and then when he did that, I was like, "Do you think that needs a 4th clap?" And then because he has another woman in there who's just started doing work experience, and he asked her, and "What do you think?" She said, "No, I don't think there should be another clap." I was like,
well, she's going to say she works there. She's got
to
work with him. She's got to work with him.
Yeah, but there is, to be honest, if you have thought about it, and maybe it's better with the 3 claps, but still. And then also, after that, I was like, I wanted power on this bit, and I was like, you turn it up a bit more, so you turn it a bit, but I was like, a bit more, and I just want power.
Yeah,
power. Everything.
The Jeremy Clarkson of music.
Power.
So Gary says, must be feeding the fish seaweed. Adrian says yes, which I think is that, he's put PR for That's the postcode where Macy is singing. He's sung it 80 times.
Ooh.
That's some achievement. Well
That
done,
is an
Adrian.
achievement.
That's great supporting
Yeah,
artists.
that
As you
is.
support Matilda, you're a star. Anders says a fish called Wonder. Cal's gone. I would presume he's gone now, so bye. But
bye.
Neville says, are you rehearsing for the West End Playhouse panto this year?
Yeah, I have started doing some stuff. Yes, they have started. Don't know what is it? What is it? Die Hard, isn't it?
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Is
Die Hard, the musical.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you make a musical out of Die Hard, but there you go.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, like sport.
I think you'll like it, Neville. The song sounds quite good, actually.
They have actually done really one song that's actually really good and catchy, and I do quite like that one. And they're saying about the fact of me doing like a solo dance thing, so you know, because I like to do that.
Tracy says, I want a large private order.
No.
Adrian says, Matilda in panto, awesome. David Charles says, simply red drummer, cool. It certainly is, David. We're obviously absolutely over the moon. Tracy says, yeah, do a Christmas panto live. We can't get the reception, otherwise we would do.
It's
It
also
will
in
not
February.
work.
But yeah, no.
I never hope Chris gets royalties when you're famous. I don't think we'll ever be making that much money, Neville. Probably get about £1.
Probably made more money.
Rob says, which CD have I ordered, Matilda? Something The Outcast it's called, so you have another CD coming after that one. I'll have to message you because I think you've ordered the new one, Rob, but I will message you.
So I have 2 CDs. One's already released called Always the Outcast, and which I released last year, and that's got amazing tracks again. And it also actually has a very famous band as well, Lowe's, which I recorded with them as well. Actually, they did a lot on this track. Like I can't tell, they didn't do a specific thing, they just did loads. So that is driving. So they did that, and then I have this track which is coming, which you can go pre-order it because you can get it before Christmas, and then I'll get it straight to you as soon as it comes. Literally, I'm just you know, it counts on the postman at the moment.
Tracy says Billy can be the angel. I don't know at the moment. Not with our kitchen. Tracy says I'll get a pre-order with the rest of it. Well done, you. Adrian says looking forward to my donk coming this week. It's going to get posted in the morning. I have actually packaged it today for you, Adrian.
And it's all polished. It's all shiny as well. It's shiny.
Neville says a Matilda Walden CD clock next. David says Dire Straits, Jane.
The
Yes,
only thing is you have to do that for like another
Lewis
album.
is on.
But, yeah.
Hey,
Hello.
And Tracy says a panto to cheer us up at Christmas.
She's
doing a Christmas
it's in
song.
February though.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is.
Said that. Yeah. It's in February.
She's doing a Christmas concert, aren't you? You've been practicing away.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna do some posts up to Christmas as well.
But look out for the video tomorrow, the CD promotional video. I think you'll love it.
Yeah, I'm a bit struggling really with the fact that I don't actually have the CD in my hands, so I'm gonna have to make that up. But yeah,
Santa Dev says plan to order the CD at some point this week. Thank you very much. Please do.
Yes.
Obviously, we've got to get the money back in. It costs a fortune to make, so
Yeah.
any pre-orders are very, very welcome. Tracy says she can't wait, and David says Die Hard the musical. I know, David. I didn't do it, but it's done by Matt Panache. And if you Google him, he's done. He doesn't do much now, but he used to do loads live. He has actually changed to help the community. So what I'm saying is, just because he's not really, really famous, doesn't mean to say that he's not really, really good at being a comedian and doing what he does in poetry. It's because he's gone more into helping people in the community.
Yeah, because he runs the Playhouse.
So he runs the Playhouse, and he's also run
the
Morecambe Film Festival, which is just getting bigger and bigger. And he did the Poetry Festival, and he was the one that managed to pull Pam Ayres. So
and he also does Fringe.
I've watched him live once. He does some over 18 stuff, so usually I'm with Matilda, so we couldn't go see that. But we did go see one that he knew she was there, so it was kept very clean. And he was funny, wasn't he? He really can hold.
And the thing he does as well, he makes it up really.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he just walks on. I don't think he prepares.
I think he has an idea, or he'll have something if he doesn't think of anything. He'll think of something, but he just walks on and does whatever he wants, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he prepares because he goes off on a tangent. He says something about something, and he goes off.
If he's performing, I think when we did it, somebody walked in and he just went on them, started on them.
Yeah, and we had to leave early, didn't we? And I said, and we got up and he goes, oh, bye, see you later, and all this lot. And then he can go back. Whereas I might, even singing a song, if somebody had got up and I had to say goodbye to them, I'd have forgotten the rest of the song. So it's very good, isn't it? So back to David saying the Die Hard thing. I think it will be good. I think he'll pull it off because he's clever enough to do that. So so I think it'll be alright.
I think what they're doing is they changed it to Morecambe a bit. So like for example, there's Blobbyland in Morecambe, and they changed it to a bit of that. Like for example,
Blobbyland gets blown up, and I think Mr. Blobby lands on the person at the end or something. I can't remember.
With slime or something. He has kung fu fighting, but they changed it to Gobby fighting or something. I don't know. We're doing sign language for that, so I think it's
It's certainly entertaining anyway. And Adrian says 35 likes. Yeah, it's been a busy night tonight.
Fast.
Quite
So that's fast in sign language, and that's lightning in sign language.
Right, very good. Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you. And then I do have a Christmas dance, and I will be performing it on Friday, and I will do a video for my Christmas dance. I just need somewhere to film it. I've got this, so I bought this for my Christmas dance. So I'm a step further, and I haven't actually finished choreographing it, but I will get it done for because I did actually perform it on Friday, and I did finish choreographing. I've changed the music actually, so because I have done a live performance not so long ago, and people did see me perform it. Well, what you saw has been changed because I have changed it, and I've made it shorter because it was 6 minutes, now it's 4 minutes, because I'm obviously not only is it long to dance, but I mean, you know, I just want to make it shorter, and yeah, so that will be, you'll able to see that this Friday, so it shall be very exciting. And I've got shorts planned, I've got videos planned, and a lot planned, so you'll able to look out for the week. And if you can become a member, it'd be really appreciated. And also, if you're thinking I don't have anything to watch tonight, well, there's videos on the membership, so you can go see, because there's a lot of videos on there.
And this is running really, really well. It's nearly 8,000 now, so if you haven't seen it with the chair one, it's really funny, and you get to see the finished result. But I'm putting out the main video, but there's a short there, as I say, it's had 8,000 views, so if you haven't seen it, make sure you do see it. Go onto the shorts and have a look. And you've got one of Billy as well.
Yeah, doing some tree stuff.
And he does these, let me just play this because it's so funny, as people have said about, you know when you get these really annoying people, well, lots of annoying people, but just particularly on Facebook, and somebody will put, like maybe a car that's rolled over into a hedge or something like that, and they'll put, you can't park there, mate. That's what they'll do on the comment. And it's fair enough, one. I mean, it's not funny anymore. It's been done to death. But then people will do it again and again and again. And you'll go, I went on one the other day when it was a static caravan, they were moving it and it got stuck on the road, and the amount of you can't park there, mate, you can't park.
Was that there? Well, that actually, I was shopping in Lancaster on Saturday, and I went into a shop and I was speaking to him, and I'm like, also heard about that thing that got stuck where you live, and I was like, what thing? And it made it all the way to Lancaster. Yeah. because
the amount you can't park there, mate, and you think it's already been said, please stop it, and you can't read any other comments because obviously of that. So this is Billy's "you can't park there, mate" moment. Get it back. Yeah, get it. And somebody commented on it. What do you want me? So that's his "you can't park there" moment. So have a look at that.
There's a video that I've been seeing which I would like to recreate, but it's a bit impossible for me to recreate. It's the fact that it'll go, so he's driving down the road, and I go, so I was driving down the road looking at the bushes, and then he shows him crashed and goes, and now I'm in the bushes looking at the road. And I want to recreate it. And somebody did it with horses, like, and they said, so I was looking at the road, I was on the road, I was in the road looking at the bushes, and then I was on the bushes looking at the road.
Yeah, that was Dave. I thought it was funny. I knew what you meant. When I said somebody commented on it, "you can't park there," I knew what you meant when he said it. It was so funny. But it was Dave that put it. I've forgotten who put it, Dave, but it was you. And he says, "that was me. I said it, but it was the shed that got me." I thought it was funny. I thought, you can't stand there. You can't park there, mate. David says, "Blobby, blobby." 7 out of 10 says, "I just love Matilda's confused look when the chair is snatched away." We have to go. Well, we we had to go down to the bins, and you know what it's like now. You can't do anything without
we
somebody
used the neighbour's
filming you.
bins, said big bins.
It was the
we
neighbour's
used the neighbour's bins.
But we couldn't find them because we said we just want a video. We're not throwing stuff in your bin. We couldn't find them, so we said, I'll stuff it. So we were looking around because I thought somebody will say, oh, look at them throwing their stuff in someone else's bin.
Well, yeah, because on the street, I like all these people walking past, and like, I have to, wait for them to like walk past.
They said there's that many gossips, and they'll be on the local things like, oh, and I saw them putting their stuff in somebody else's bin.
Yeah.
We've got a joke.
Oh,
Sat nav Dan.
right, prepare myself.
Billy did a tremendous job.
Well done.
Tracy said it was a Julie Walters moment at the bins. I think that's everything. Anyway, good night.
Well, yes.
That was a funny night, wasn't it?
Yeah, a good night.
Well done all.
Yes, well done. Thank
A
you for
round of
joining
applause
us.
for all the comments and joining in. It would be funny without them.
Seriously, if you didn't comment, it would just be
And it says
boring.
good night, Anders.
good night, good night, good night. Yes, au revoir. Arrivederci. Buonanotte. All of them. Good night. Hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you all later. And have a wonderful week.
And look out for the video tomorrow. We're going to
Yeah.
get it done. We'll
Yeah.
get it out tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching.
Rob says, little Miss keeps saying that about the bushes, lol. Tracy says present. Brown Tansy says bye.
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 See you all later. Bye. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much for super thanks to our David.
Thank you.
And
Adrian.
yes, thank you very much for watching.
Dave
I
says
really
good night.
appreciate it. And thank you. Yes, good night. And thank you very much. I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful night. Bye.